Everyone, it's Nicole, and I'm here with the December daily from December 21st to December 25th. And this is the home stretch. Actually, today is December 31st, and it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 1:38, and I'm happy to say I have up to December 30th done. So all I have to do is today's, and my December daily is completely done. So I'm going to do the video for this, and then I'll do the video for the next part, the 26th till the 31st, and upload it tomorrow. Because what I'm going to do is really late tonight. I'm just going to do the 31st because I don't even think I'm going to be staying up till midnight. We're not doing anything. We're staying home. So I'm just going to finish it tonight and it'll be done. Plus, I need to get a couple more things done today. So that's my plan for today, is just scrapbooking. I stayed up till like 2 last night and got caught up. So this is December 21st, and on the 21st I was going back to work. So I took a picture of myself, which I don't do very often. And then there's a little oval next to me, and I'm going to put work, and then I put 911 so that late years from now, it'll be written down somewhere that I work for 911 and for the ambulance. And then the bottom photo that I'm putting the letters right now, and again, I'm using all kinds of little tiny stickers. It's just of our tree. And of course, we tested all our lights before we put them on, and they were all working. We get them on the tree. Within a couple days, they don't work. So we just went to Walmart, and I talked about that. It was on the 19th, and we bought a new set of lights. So on the 21st, while I was at work, my husband put the new set of lights on the tree. And so I just wrote that down, and then this is where I'm putting work, 911. The top photo right now is I caught up on a lot of episodes of the Sons of Anarchy that day, so I'm just going to write out catch up. But when I put it in my album, that's not where it ends up. It ends up lower down on the page. But I mean, it doesn't really matter where it ends up in the album. Some of them, if I'm pointing to the photo, then it needs to be next to each other. But most of the time, it doesn't really matter where they sit. Now I'm working on, it snowed a little bit that day, not too much. And really glad about that. We still don't have any snow, so I just put no snow please, and then I just wrote down that we got to travel in the next in 3 days from this, and the roads can get quite nasty between here and my mom's because it's a single highway, so you're meeting cars all the time, and there's a lot of bad accidents on that highway, so I'd rather that it's not snowed. So for Sons of Anarchy, I just put catch up with those same tiny stickers. And then I took a picture of one of the gifts. And like I said, I did these after Christmas. So I didn't mind, of Masons. And I just put wrap gifts. And I put that Dave had to do most of the wrapping of the gifts this year because before that, every time I'd ask him, do you want to wrap gifts tonight? Because, I go back to work. He was like, oh, no, I don't feel like it. Like, I'm off next week, so I'll do it. So he ended up doing most of it by himself. And then I put here, off to work. I'm working 3 shifts, then off for another 8 days. And yay. So I go back tomorrow night, which is January 1st. So I go back, for the new year. And then down here, I just put, I'm okay with no snow, especially where we have to drive to Bathurst. Don't like a yucky drive. And that's going to finish off day 21. Now, December 22nd, I was working a day shift, and they had a contest at work where every team needed to decorate like a desk. And then they would have judges come in and judge, and then the winning team would have a free breakfast. Now, there's 5 teams, 1, 2, and then the managers did it too. Now, I forgot to take a picture of one of the teams, and when I go to work tomorrow, I don't know if they've taken it down already or not, but if they haven't, I'll take a picture and then I'll put it on the day card, I'll put it there. So nobody really, well, I shouldn't say that. Some of them had kind of names for them because one of them did sort of the Grinch. Another team did Charlie Brown. Then another team, the team manager, they built a train and a mountain and everything. And then in the mountain, they stuck candies in it. It was really cute. And then we did Winter Wonderland. So we just did a whole bunch of snowflakes. I brought my Cricut one night at work and we just cut and cut and cut and cut all night. And I really didn't work a lot in December. So I didn't get into it too much because I think I did like 6 shifts maybe. And 3 of those were once the contest was done, right? And a lot of them were day shifts, so you can only do that at night because it's not as busy at night, so you can't work on it during the day. The day shifts are just too busy. But anyway, everyone did a good job, and the winning team was the Grinch. So what they did was they ended up doing a Christmas party for the kids of the employees, and then they would bring them in small groups in the center because, I mean, we're still working, right? Like, the calls don't stop coming in. So then the kids would come in and look at each booth, and then they would vote, and then they had other like HR members and upper management, and everybody voted. Anyway, the Grinch is the one that stole it, and it was good. It was really good what they did, and even he had it on. He's really good with computers, their managers. So he had added Santa to one of our maps where we can see the whole province, and he had Santa sort of off to the side saying, vote for booth number 8 or whatever. And then he would have the Grinch kind of popping in, and the kids just thought that was so cool. And then they also had like their whole, booth decorated and stuff. So it was a really cool one. And I really like the train one too. They did a really good job with that. And the Charlie Brown one too. I just took a quick snapshot of it, but it was really good too. Everybody's was really good. And so they're going to get a free breakfast. And that's the day that I brought in 30 of the little meat pies, and my friend at work, my coworker, she made some homemade coleslaw and some desserts. And so we had a team meal too. And so it was a lot of fun. And then I got a picture of a coffee because one of the girls, when she went on her break, we just, gave her money and she bought everybody some yummy coffee. So I put yes again next to that coffee because actually I feel like I'm kind of going in withdrawals because it's been a few days there that I haven't had any. And I was thinking of sending my husband and Mason actually to go get some this afternoon before they close for New Year's Eve. And so I'll have my last mochiata of the year, 2014. So I'll be taking a picture of that for sure. So I just took a picture of my meat pies and I put meat pies. And so that was yummy. It was a yummy meal, and it was fun to see the kids' expressions, coming in. And because most of the kids that came in were really young. We have, quite a young staff, so they have young kids. So they brought in all their kids, and it was really cute. So I kind of made up some of the names for the booths. Like ours, I called it Winter Wonderland. The one with the train, I called it Polar Express. Then there was one with the nativity scene, and I put the Christmas story, and then the Grinch and Charlie Brown. And so it was fun, just the competition of people get so competitive, and we're going to beat you and blah blah blah. And the breakfast that they make us, it's not something that they just buy wherever. They make it, and you get everything. You get waffles with whipped cream and fruits and eggs and bacon and sausage and ham and donuts and muffins and juice, and like, it is amazing, the breakfast. So they go all out. So I'm sure they're looking forward to their breakfast. That day I wasn't feeling well, so my lunch hour I went and laid down in the staff room, and that's how I knew I was getting down with something, because I slept through everything. I couldn't believe it. Like, I just slept through the whole thing. People walking in and out, and you know, because they came in bunches to go see, and I slept through my whole lunch hour. So I knew I was coming down with something. So next to each photo, I'm going to put the name of the team that did the booth, and then I put free breakfast for this team, for the Grinch team. Now, December 23rd was my last shift. So what I did was I just went on the internet and I took a picture of the Ambulance New Brunswick emblem, and that's what our patches look like. And I meant to take a picture at work that night, and I totally forgot because I was so sick. And so I just did that, and then I'm going to take my mini markets, and I'm just going to write out night shift. Okay, I'm stopping the video quite often because last night I spent 45 minutes trying to do the recording for this. And at the end of it, I had, I think it was 13 or 14 little recordings, and some of them were like 20 seconds. And so it was really choppy. So I just deleted everything and I'm just redoing it. So I think the problem was I noticed after that my computer was almost full. So I deleted a whole bunch of stuff, and it seems to be working better today, but I don't feel like doing this over and over again today. So I really want to get my list of to-do stuff today is massive, and I want to work on my goal. I'm almost done, but now I just got to think on how I'm going to do a layout about it. I don't think I'm going to make it too complicated because I just want to get it done, right? I want to get it done and then actually start working on my goals for 2015. And basically, I only have today to get everything done. But I only have December 31st to do for my December daily, and it will be done. I have to do a couple of hauls today, and I want to do my flip through of the whole album before I go back to work, because I go back to work tomorrow, and then I'm back to the old routine, right? So now I got to start fitting everything into a regular day. And Mason is actually here till the 5th, so my daughter's here too. So it gives me, so I told her, I said I have things I have to do. So So I got a little bit more time. But so on that day, I just, of course, got a mocha. I got a new order, and that's one of the hauls I want to do today from Paper Tray Inc. You guys are going to flip. It is so awesome. And then I stopped at McDonald's on the way to work and got a hamburger and a fry and a pop because I hadn't eaten yet that day, so I was starving. And then I went on the internet and took a picture of a Kleenex box, and then I put sniff next to it because I was not feeling good. And then with mini markets, I'm just going to put $5 meal under hamburger. And then I put a picture of my color lab, and I put, I want to play because that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to play. And then I took a picture of some pizza rolls because I took those into work so that I could have a lunch later on. And then I actually printed off the wrong picture, and that's another order. And so I'm just putting here new stamps. And after I turned off the recording, I took a picture of the real order, and then I put it on the layout. I actually ordered twice from Paper Tray Inc., but they had something missing, so I didn't do the haul until I had everything in. So everything is in now, and I just want to be able to show you guys too what the new stamps, what it can do. So it's awesome. So I took out some more of those silver stickers from Stampin' Up. I found with I mean, it was awesome having everything done. There is no way that I would be able to have my December daily completely done if I would not have done it ahead of time. So next year, it is a must. I'm doing it ahead, except I'm not starting November 5th. I'm going to start way earlier so that, the pressure is not on. I mean, this worked out good, but I found like all of November and basically all of December, that's all I've done. I think I've done like 6 layouts. And for me, and really, realistically, I did about 40 layouts between the 2 months because this was 31 and I did about 10 on my own. So I guess I did do 40 layouts. I think I would want to start about the mid of October, like getting my stuff together and, making sure I have all the stuff and then go gung ho and get it all done like I did this year and maybe get it because I only finished December 31st on December 10th. So I'd like to be done by December 1st so I can start putting the pictures in right away. And so that finished off December 23rd, and now we're on to December 24th. And of course, I had worked a night shift on December 23rd, so December 24th, I was sleeping. But we weren't done our shopping yet, so I didn't sleep very much. So I put at the very top card, I put no sleep equals coffee. So our very first stop was at Second Cup, and I got a mochiata again with 3 peppermint shot and some whipped cream. So good. My husband had one too. Actually, they made a mistake. My husband asked for one with 3 shots and they understood 3. So when we got to the window, and of course, they didn't give us a price at the window. So when he goes $15 and my husband said for one, and he said, oh, we thought you said 3. So they charged us for one, but by the time we got to the window, they had made 2. So they said, Merry Christmas. And they gave my husband a free one. So that was kind of neat. And he said he really liked it because he hadn't tried it yet. And so that was how we started our shopping. We got a coffee and then we thought we were almost done, but we didn't have very much to get, but it was all at one side and then the other side of the city, and there was a lot of traffic. In the stores, it wasn't too bad. Like we got to the lineups really quickly, but it was just going from one place to another. It just took forever. And so we ended up 5 hours of shopping. I think we finished and there was like the stores were closing in half an hour. We finished at 4:30. And then we went to a restaurant, Deluxe it's called here, and it's all like fish and chips and that kind of stuff. So I got a hot chicken sandwich. My husband and my son got fish and chips. And then we came home. Of course, we had all those gifts to wrap. So I said, let's wrap gifts before we go because, oh my goodness, I don't want to be wrapping gifts till, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I said, let's see how many we can wrap in 45 minutes. We ended up wrapping all of them. So obviously it took longer from going to place to place to place than the actual number of stuff we got. Were they wrapped perfectly? Especially me. I do not like to wrap gifts. Usually when Katie lived here, she wrapped all the gifts. She was awesome. She would always be like, Mom, I feel like wrapping gifts. Do you have any gifts that I could wrap? And I'd be like, yeah, girl, here you go. And I just write with a sticky note who it was to. And she would sit on her floor in her room and put a movie on and she would wrap for hours. I used to love that. I told her this year that next year, you need to, come and spend a night or something and wrap some gifts because, oh man, next year, one of my things is to be more organized, and I have my Erin Condren planner, and I'm sorry. I know I said that I was going to do a video, and I will do one in the next year, but I got sick, started getting sick around the 22nd, 23rd, and I was sick right through. And I think just before that, I was saying I was super tired, and I think that was the preempt to that. So I lost a day during Christmas. So it's on my to-do list. I'm going to do it. And the video too, how to use the pick frame app. I was going to do it in the last few days because I had some energy, but my son went away with one of his friends. They have a camp or a cabin, and he's been gone, so I need his cell phone so I can film. So it's on my to-do list. I will do it. And I mean, if you're doing Project Life, it will help with that. And I just went and bought the Project Life app too, so I haven't played with that either. But so I'll be hopefully I will do the pick frame for sure first, and then once I get playing with the Project Life, if I notice it's really different, then I'll play with that too, and I'll film it too. So the day card or whatever, I put 5 hours of shopping, just so I want to remember next year. Don't be doing that. Be done before. And and on Christmas Eve we went. My mom and my stepdad, her husband, they started taking dance lessons, and one of the first dance that they learned was the cha-cha-cha. So they taught Mason, and he's so cute. So him and my nephew were holding hands, and Mason would sing out, un, deux, cha-cha-cha, un, deux, and he actually does it. It is so cute. So I got videos of them doing that. So I put 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, and I'm going to do one of those things that you can scan again so that I can put it private for the for the family. So when they scan with their phone, they'll be able to see the video on YouTube. So I thought that was lots of fun. So that's all I'm writing there, that Mason and me were doing the cha-cha-cha, and I have it on video, and to check it out by scanning it. Then I put work night. So worked the night before. So got up early, super early, to finish our shopping. No sleeps equals coffee. And what else did I write? So that's what I'm writing there. Oh, and then I took a pictures of the gifts, and I put last minute wrapping, and that's going to finish off December 24th, so Christmas Day. We ended up staying up late on Christmas Eve because we got there late. It was like 20 after 9:30. So we ended up staying up quite late, and we kept Mason up and everything. And so when we went to bed, we took him to bed, and he did awesome. Like, he was in a good mood the whole time. And so when I went to bed, I took him to bed with me, and the next morning we slept in till 9:30. And then we never started opening gifts till noon because we wanted to wait for my sister-in-law and, her kids and stuff. And my brother worked nights, so he didn't come till later on in the afternoon. But so we ended up having breakfast, and every time we go to my mom's, we don't end up opening gifts till noon. And I know my kids are older, but when we're here, we usually open them up a little earlier than that. But anyway, he had opened his computer beforehand anyway, so he was fine. He ended up sleeping in, and then once my sister-in-law got there, we opened the gifts. So I took a whole bunch actually, my husband took a whole bunch of pictures because I was opening gifts with Mason. He was so cute. He would only open one, and then he'd be like, he wanted to play with it, so we had to open it up and go through the whole thing, and he'd play with it for a little bit, and then I'd say, okay, well, you got some more. Open this one, and then the whole thing again. And then he's outgrown all his PJs and stuff, so I went to Costco, because they have cute little PJs there, and then I went to Carter's actually on the 24th, and they had a bunch of stuff marked down. I think I got 15 pieces of clothing for like $60. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, some stuff was like $4, $5, and so I got him a whole bunch of pajamas and long sleeve shirts. He was outgrowing his long sleeve shirts, and so I got him a whole bunch of that. And so it was funny. So when he would get to PJs, and I got him a whole bunch of, I think 8 pairs of PJs. You can't have too many PJs, and he'd open it up and he'd go, pajama, and he'd throw it, and then but he loved them. He'd look at them, and then some of them, of course, had hockey on them. So he'd say hockey, 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 or whatever, puppy, and then he'd say pyjama. And of course, that's one thing we do, our family. We get each other PJs. I won't go out and buy myself PJs because at Christmas time, I know I'm going to get PJs, and I love that. I live in PJs. When I come home from work, I take the uniform off and I'm in my PJs. And when I'm off for my 5 days, I'll put my jeans on, not very long, and then I'm back into my PJs. I'll have a shower and put on a fresh pair of PJs because I love being in PJs. So I love having quite a few pairs of PJs. So the top card, what I did was, because I was helping Mason open his gifts, my husband took pictures of all the kids opening their gifts. So what I did was, because it was taken with my DSLR, on the Canon selfie itself, you can go and choose to print 8 pictures on one 4x6. So it prints little pictures. And I know they're small, but I'm going to be making layouts of those. So I was fine with having just tiny pictures. And then, I'll print out bigger pictures for the other layouts. This is just fun to see, kind of an overview. And then what I did was I put every kid's initials next to their pictures. So I got C for Caitlin, R for Amy, J for Joshua. And then the top picture, it was just a picture of all the kids. So I put kids pics. And then the first 3x4 card is the turkey dinner we had. I love turkey. And then the one with the gift, I put opening gifts, and then it's a picture of my oldest daughter. So I put a J next to her for Jessica, and she's got all her gifts piled on top of her, and you can barely see her face. Then it's Mason, and then my husband opening a gift. So I put P for Pappy. And then Mason, I put his full name next to his. I don't know why I put Mason. And then it's a picture of Josh, and I put Josh and Colby handing out gifts, and it's on the card that says Santa's Little Helper. And then it's a picture of me and Mason, so I put N for Nanny or Nammy, not Nanny, Nammy or Nicole. Works for both, which is kind of awesome. Then I just put a small picture of what it looked like before we opened gifts, and it was really clean, and then it was really messy. And then I took another picture of all the kids, and then I didn't have a picture of my other nephew, so I put C for Colby right next to him. So that was fun. And then I just put that we got up at 9:30 and we opened gifts at noon. So that was a fun day. I was super sick that day, so it was an early night. I went to bed with Mason. It was 9 o'clock. I took a sleeping pill and went straight to bed. So this finishes off day 21 to 25. So I'll be uploading that today, December 31st, and the next one tomorrow, January 1st. So that's it. The pages are done. Thanks for watching.